the westwards. So the GWR, a great modernising feature for England, became the pattern and set the precedent for many other railways, of course, across the world in later decades. So we're looking at the town of Box, which sits on the other side of the tunnel. You'll see the tunnel very shortly out of the windows to your left, the western mouth of the Box Hill Tunnel, the final obstacle in the path of the GWR on its final journey to its terminus in Bristol. It's nothing much to look at, it's just a tunnel, but nonetheless a very important one and a very significant feature in its own right. On the other side of the tunnel, on the other side of the railway, we'll drive through the town of Box and emerge on the other side in the lower levels of the Avon Valley. A quick view of the Box Hill Tunnel then. We'll arrive in a few moments' time as we turn the slight bend in the road. Take a look out of the windows to your left as the road narrows and you'll see the western mouth of the tunnel, a mile and a bit long, just over a mile in length, and there it is to our left hand side, Brunel's remarkable Box Hill Tunnel, still working as a remarkable feature even today. Just along here on the left again, in a few moments' time, something to remind us of the days of the steam age. Take a look on your left and you'll see a marvellous life-size replica of the first steam locomotive to pull a passenger train. Here it is on the left, a copy of Stephenson's rocket, as you might have noticed. And if you missed that one, if you didn't see Stephenson's rocket here, you can see the original rocket in the Science Museum in Kensington. So this is the town of Box, which we'll leave in a few moments' time, drop down the last leg of the hill, and then we'll be alongside the railway and alongside the river, which we'll cross very shortly. And thereafter on into the city of Bath, which as Aquae Sulis Minerva continued to grow through the Roman era. Our tiny country, England, that's to say, was divided ultimately into 7 smaller nations, and for the better part of 450 years, the Anglo-Saxon history of England is somewhat hidden in the past. Hidden inasmuch that there's no recorded history up until, that's to say, the middle years of the 700s. So we don't know a great deal about this era, one of the reasons that we call this period the Dark Ages. But in the Dark Ages, one or two things of which we certainly know which had a major impact on our nation. The introduction, most particularly, of something which saw to the ultimate decline. Britannia was left behind, and having been split up into 7 Saxon kingdoms, kingdoms which were latterly to become Christian nations. The first nation to adopt and to adapt itself to the ways of Christianity was the ancient kingdom of